Alright, how's everybody doing? I'm going to be giving... Oh my god. Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be giving away 4 major takeaways from the NFL after the Week 6 Sunday. I've been recently doing takeaways from every single game, but that's just a lot. Takes almost 2 hours to get done. So I'm going to limit it down to 4, and I want them to be just solid, concise, and the biggest takeaways from the week. So let's get right into this video. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope that your teams won. I know that mine did. But let's get right into this video. Speaking about the New York Jets, my biggest takeaway, or one of my biggest takeaways from the NFL right now, is that the Jets are doing surprisingly well with not a lot. And this is such a young team that's performing so incredibly good. And for example, Breece Hall running for a 34-yard touchdown right there. My biggest takeaway is that the Jets rookie class could go down as an all-time rookie class. Because Breece Hall is now the favorite for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He went for around 116 yards last game. And then Sauce Gardner, who was number 1, has played incredible. Last game, he allowed 1 catch for 8 yards, and had a 39.6 passer rating for the second time. Also, almost had a pick 6 in the beginning of the game. And this is not even to talk about Garrett Wilson, who broke out in week 2, having 2 touchdowns. And then Max Mitchell, who's a solid 4th-round rookie. Max Clemens, who blocked a punt in the last game. And then Jermaine Johnson, who has 1.5 sacks on the year, but he has been injured, easily could go down as one of the best classes, possibly of all time, if all said and done. But I think that the Jets truly are a quarterback away. I think Zach Wilson is good enough as a game manager, it looks like he's gonna be Mark Sanchez 2.0. All he has to do is just not force turnovers, and the Jets will be solid because their rushing attack has been vastly improved since he actually joined. But hopefully Zach Wilson shows more development. He's not very good, but he makes the necessary throws. The Giants could be legitimate wild card contenders. Now, based on how fast of a start they've gotten and how solid they look in close games, it's very, very possible that the Giants end up with 8 or 9 wins. And if all they need is 8 wins and they make the playoffs, that's it. Also, Kayvon Thibodeau with a humongous strip sack there. Baltimore is horrendous in close games. And I especially want to highlight the lead they had here. Mark Andrews caught a touchdown in the to put the Ravens up 20-10. They had this lead coming into the 4th quarter with all the momentum, and they just choked it. This is the 3rd time they've blown a lead. The most egregious one, of course, being to the Dolphins. But going back to the Giants, look, the NFC is fairly, possibly uncompetitive, looking like a lot of teams are, clawing their way. The Falcons and the Seahawks, which I think are 2 teams that are just not playoff contenders. And I think the Giants are better than both of them. They just play better football, and I think that the Giants do have a better defense than both of those teams. But speaking about playoffs, this is a playoff possible team, and it's looking like Brian Daboll could very well be the coach of the year, because I remember the Giants looked horrendous. I had them going 5-12, and they already proved me wrong by getting 5 wins already. All right, the Carolina Panthers deserve the 1st overall pick. They are horrible. Trade it all away. Tear it down. Robbie Anderson was the first to go, and it next should be DJ Moore and then Christian McCaffrey. And then Brian Burns and then Derek Brown. Trade it all away. Get as many picks as you possibly can. This is the most uncompetitive team in the league right now. PJ Walker did not complete a pass behind or above the line of scrimmage. Robbie Anderson got thrown out of the game by his coach. And the Rams were horrible in this game too. Matthew Stafford threw a pick 6. And the Rams don't even look that good. I mean, but back to the Panthers. They probably get the first overall pick unless they win a stupid game. But it's quarterback season for them. Baker Mayfield, you're not signing him long term at all. Sam Darnold, gone after this year. PJ Walker, whatever backup, he did not play well in that game at all. And you have some building pieces like Ike Mekwonu, but it's looking like Christian McCaffrey is gone. You don't want to pay a running back that much. Robbie Anderson is already gone. DJ Moore could be used so effectively on a lot of other teams. And then, of course, Brian Burns, likely you could ship him for a first or likely high second. A lot of teams would love Brian Burns off the edge. And then Derek Brown is a really good plus nose tackle as well. That could be effective on a lot of teams that need run help. The Bills and the Chiefs are unequivocally the two best teams in the NFL, and it really isn't close. I know that the Eagles are in that conversation because they're 6-0, but their strength of schedule would say otherwise. The Bills and the Chiefs are the two most competitive teams, likely going to be the AFC Championship if they end up as both the 1 and 2 seeds, which are they're both projected. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are the two front runners for MVPs. I don't want to hear Jalen Hurts. He's got 6 passing touchdowns in the regular season right now, while Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes both have 17 and a higher QBR. And Josh Allen is, as you see, just hurdled that guy. He's my MVP of now. I know that in close games and in big time moments, he isn't the greatest, unlike Patrick Mahomes. But as you see there, just completed a humongous throw to Dawson Knox. Bills probably end up as the first seed just because their defense is top-notch and they have a top-notch offense. Meanwhile, the Chiefs, their offense is still as good and as effective, but their defense is what I said in the beginning of the year, which it's just an average unit. Patrick Mahomes throws a crucial interception to Turek Johnson, and the Bills end up winning a really important game in their season. All right, so those are my biggest takeaways from Week 6. Hopefully you guys watched the Monday Night Football game. I know that I probably won't because I hate seeing the Broncos on primetime. I'm going to watch it. I don't know what I'm talking about. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and let me know some more takeaways from this week.